Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of
That's a good start.
the Quest Conclave. I'm pretty sure I got caught off there. I'm being told I got caught out. I'm disappearing, aren't I? It's all Thimble's fault. He found the Infinity Gauntlet, and he's been snapping his finger lately.
Reality is whatever I want it to be.
Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Quest Conclave, a Dungeons and Dragons group themed around the popular MMO RuneScape. I am your host, the Dungeon Master Valdez, here to take you through the glorious story of Gielinor. Now, before we continue, firstly, I want to give everybody at home a heads up, as my Streamlabs has had a update last minute, which reset most of my setting, and I'm praying and hoping to dear God that, things run smoothly. So I hope for those of you at home it does run smoothly and there's no issue whatsoever. If there is, I am so sorry. I promise I will beat it with a stick and pray that the recording goes smoothly.
As talking from experience, a rule of thumb: don't update OBS right before a stream. It likes to remove docs and mess your settings a little bit. So.
Yeah, so it's
Oh yes.
But it wasn't even me. It wasn't even me. It was an automatic update. Fuck.
Oh, gotta hate those.
Last minute. But anyway, aside from that, this is our 30th stream. Well, not our 30th stream, our 30th session live stream of the campaign 1, which means we're probably gonna have 30 more. Maybe. I don't know if I don't end up killing everybody in this group. Don't tempt me, Steve.
Don't threaten me with a good time, David.
God damn it, now I'm pressing the button to blow everybody up. Anyway, with that, I do want to say it pretty much has been past a year now since we founded the Quest Conclave, which, of course, happy late anniversary to us. And I hope to see you guys continue on in the future as well with us. But without further ado, let's go and dive into where we left off. Which, I've been having such a weird day today that I'm trying to recall everything, so give me a moment. We last left off with the group having discovered that Asumi was possessed by Baal and had killed their allied NPC, Starkmaw, a goblin priest that not only worshipped Asumi as the child of the Big High War goddess that the goblins worship, but also Asumi himself as a demigod. Thanks to a quick thinking, the group has managed to go on ahead and take Asumi to Falador, bless them to avoid Baal from corrupting their mind and body once more. And as the group are getting ready, with Asumi having gone and getting the supplies needed for a weekly upkeep of the barrier, he had a vision where he was speaking to one of Baal's minions as he attempted to stab them, but instead stabbed nothing but the ground in front of him, which thankfully there was no one there. But the rest of you witnessed this, as Asumi basically just went with his dragon longsword and stabbed the ground, seemingly angry, like he was looking at something in front of him, but now they're gone. The people walking by are just looking a bit confused and concerned, where they, like, one civilian goes, are you okay, Sir Knight? Which, of course, assuming, having prepared this, would nod and sheath the sword and looks over to you guys who are walking up to it. Who wants to go first on responding to what they just witnessed?
Assuming everything okay.
You're not balling out, are you?
Just a heads up for the new people and old people, I guess. Asumi is mute. Asumi is mute. And he's typing it in my DMs, so like that I could read it for him. And I'm also hard of hearing, so you'll probably hear me say, "Come again," several times. Alright, Asumi looks over the temple and goes, "Yeah, I just had a different vision this time. A message from Granddad. He's not happy that I am blocked from him."
Yeah, no shit. The old man's grumpy. Did you tell him to fuck off?
He responds with, "Well, I did stab the ground, thinking it was him, so yes."
Not better than nothing, I guess.
Stabbing the ground, think it was Bal. That's a bit weird. Bal isn't, like, as big as the world, is he?
Are you saying he was trying to stab somebody else?
Well, no, I'm just like, why would... If he thought the ground was Bal, then,
Asumi,
like,
Asumi
why not stab
interrupts.
there?
Yeah, Asumi interrupts and goes, "No, it wasn't Baal I was talking to. A messenger. It was another imp. If I had a nickel for every imp we meet, I'd have two." Which it doesn't make sense in this context, but he says it. So who wants to ask what's a nickel?
Do you mean the gold coin?
Yes, a gold coin.
Well, it would have been free money.
Hmm.
Anyways, let's keep moving.
Yeah, we gotta get all the way to Mauritania.
Alright. Assuming goes, didn't Uncle Mastema give us the means to teleport to the lodestone there?
Yeah, it's just gonna take a while.
Alright. As Sumi looks through the notebook, he goes on ahead and he starts looking through until you all hear, "Hold on! Wait! I need a favor!" As you guys look over, it is Evarg running over to you.
Quick, get the teleporters, get the teleports ready, get the temp ready!
What? Why?
Sybil points to Evarg and just starts pulling out the magic chalk for lodestone teleporting.
Sumi is panicking, going, "That's not how it works. I can't really say it quickly. Fuck. Like, wait! I need a favor! Come on, it's your favorite uncle!"
I put my foot, like, in the way of Thimble drawing with the chalk and say, let's hear him out first.
Luke picks up Thimble like a teddy bear. Yeah,
Luke?
let's hear what he has to say.
I'm going to kill you all in your sleep to make Ball's murder last night look like a fucking joke.
Ball murder.
Assuming goes, have we learned nothing in our conversation with him?
He seemed kinda chill.
Yeah, I like businessmen, you know?
I'm going to kill all of you.
Assuming responds with, this is payback. This is payback for lying to them.
Hmm.
Fucking karma.
Ivar basically catches up and goes, ah, I knew you couldn't resist hearing your favorite uncle out. Give me a
Say that
hug, you two.
again. Touch me and I will rip out your second heart.
Assuming just sprinkles holy water at him, which, for those of you who don't know, as the holy water sprinkles on him, he just goes, ah, ow, 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 and steam starts coming out of him, hinting that he's not human for those of you who never met him yet. Come on! Jeez, I see you're trying to play it cool with your friends, okay? I know how it is. Not everyone can be as cool as me, he says with a horrible grin on his face as he goes, oh, I'm getting off topic. I need a favor from you guys. You, tall one, he points at Rudovic. Robovic, right?
Rudovic.
Boobovic, got it. So, your old boss, we spoke before, and he mentioned about an old employee actually getting to Falador and apparently trying to recruit him back to Varrock because they're trying to copy my playground.
Are you sure it's the same idea as your playground?
Semantics, I got the blueprints, I got the legal name. It's mine and it's all mine.
It's worth checking out.
Yeah, good. It's in Varrock. Now, I don't know if you guys are heading there now or you're gonna head there later, but it is worth to check. Just in case, because I know you had a past history with, he gestures over, like, trying to, not say it out loud and goes, criminal background, but I can trust you folks to deal with it, yes? I mean, I would do it myself, but I'm a very busy man.
It won't be a problem. And I don't think Timble and Asumi mind.
There we go. Oh,
Do not put words in my mouth, Rudy.
Assuming Assuming nods regrettably. He goes, of course they don't mind. Evarg responds, of course they don't mind. They love me so much that they have me as their favorite, even though they don't want to admit it.
Sure.
Assuming responds with, because it's not true. If I had to pick a favorite, it would be Steve. Why would you pick a Mr. Low IQ, bad at stealth, and horrible at archery? I could do all that with my eyes closed.
Then do it. See that thing right there on the side of the castle? Shoot it. Show us all your great archery skills.
Well, I would, but you see, I didn't rest up because I've been very busy. But I'll do it another time. I definitely will.
No balls.
Oh, what was that? You got something down your throat? I got water if you need it.
Nah, just no balls. Sorry, just something in my throat.
If you want, I could check that out for you. Remember, I am medically
Your medical
licensed.
license got revoked, you walking pile of rotten flesh.
That is... accurate, though. He says, mumbling, and he goes, anyway, I do have the means for you to teleport to follow the doors. Varrock, somehow, he's searching through his pouch and his coat like he's looking for something, and he goes, here it is. And he takes out 7 teleport tablets, and he goes, I had extra to spare, but seeing that there's 7 of you, here you go. He hands it to each one of you. Which Asumi then responds with, thanks, regrettably. As you could hear, his tone is just a regret of thank you, as he knows this is gonna bite him in the ass. And he goes, of course, your favorite uncle is always here to help. Just remember, you can talk to me whenever you want. Anybody else wish to ask him or do anything before he walks off with his head held up so high?
Thank you, Avar. Useful as always.
Aha, see? She gets it. You need to be more appreciative of that, Dimple, assuming.
I'm gonna cast my invisible mage hand when his back is turned and have it pickpocket him.
Alright, he turns around and he starts walking away. I guess just need a sleight of hand check?
Would it be at advantage because the hand is invisible?
Oh yeah, 100%. Why wouldn't it be?
Okay, so that's actually 25 because of reliable talent.
Alright. So, you managed to pickpocket, the hand managed to pickpocket him, as he doesn't notice at all, as he continues walking, very proud of himself. You managed to pickpocket okay, it's Evark, and I know he's not poor, but he ain't rich. So you managed to pickpocket at least 10,000 gold coins with a extra teleport tablet going to Lumbridge, and you don't know how or why, but you find a severed hand.
Alright, I'm gonna just leave the severed hand, but I'm taking everything else. So that's the teleport tablet, Lumbridge, and what else?
10,000 gold coins.
I'm sorry, you're saying this man's not rich and he's got 10k in his pocket.
Okay, I said he's not rich, but he's not poor either. If he was not, like, I'm meeting in the middle ground. And RuneScape standard, you do know that is not rich. But yes, you would get 10,000 gold coins.
Alright, I'm ready to go now.
Alright, so assuming it's just finishing up the circle now, right while you were doing the whole thing. And he makes the quick incantation. And you all end up teleporting. Oh, actually, no, wait, he scratched that. Assuming edit it for real quick, and he goes, okay, so before we do anything, I have the circle done, but are we gonna go to Falador first, or do we want to try to deal with the Inquisitor first?
You mean Varrock? We're already in Falador.
Yeah, that was his typo there. It was, he meant to say Varrock. I read that and I didn't even correct them. That's my bad. But yeah, he meant Varrock. So are you guys gonna go to Varrock first or deal with the Inquisitor first?
We have
I
time for
mean-
side quests.
I mean, I guess. Probably. I don't know. But I don't think I have much of a choice here, especially since Luke has not put me down.
Oh yeah, sorry. And he just drops you.
Luke, what the fuck? You
Assuming
said
goes,
put me down, not drop me.
assuming goes, he's very light, isn't he?
You wouldn't think he'd be as light as he actually is.
Pockets are about to be lighter.
Alright, so Asumi responds saying, well, it can go either way. We might not have time to do a side quest. The Inquisitor could be there at this location or not. We don't know. This is just we just have a clue to where to go. So if we go to Varrock, we could get this dealt with, but we might have wasted time. We don't even know how long it's gonna take before we could reach this ruined temple.
Isn't the Rune Temple in Varrock like right on the way to Mauritania?
Ask the guard from Varrock here. I point at Luke. He should know his way around.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Something Rune Altar.
Yeah, you said something about some ruins near Varrock.
Hmm. Ruins near Varrock.
Do you need to roll history so you could recall if there's any ruin altars near Varrock?
I'm trying to think if there was one from memory, that's the thing.
In RuneScape 3 there is, and it got canonized in the books. So you could roll for history to see if you can recall. Or history or arcana, either or.
Yeah, let me check. Oh, they're both fucking baller for the modifier, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll go Arcana. Nat 20 for 30.
Nice. Alright, give me 1 minute. Alright. So you do know. Yeah, so you do know one location of a ruin altar near Varrock, and that's the air altar, which is located west of Varrock, down the road near Barbarian Village. Did you hear that, or you need me to repeat it?
No, I got you. I think just outside the city, down the road, there's these old ruins. Might be what we're looking for. I think the tower at one point had an interest in them. Yeah. We could try there.
So that's one location of the checklist, and also we can deal with the your uncle, which I forgot the name of, stuff.
Ivard.
Ivan, okay.
Everywhere, man.
Say that again?
Say what again?
I didn't hear what you said before.
Did I say something?
Yes?
Yes?
I don't remember this.
Well, I guess we can confirm they got amnesia. Anyway, so with you guys now agreeing to go to Varrock, assuming he goes on ahead and just prepares his teleport tablet and just hits it on the ground, which ends up, as he does that, you guys, being the first one, you guys see him just get teleported by some magical energy that shrinks him down and just vanishes right in front of you. And he appears in Vera. Who's next to hit the teleport tablets?
Time to hit the Yoinky Sploinky teleport tablet.
Time to crack this shit.
Luke throws it down like a ninja smoke bomb.
I'll crack mine as well.
Alright. Holga, Valora, you guys also crack yours?
Valora's kind of looking at it like she's watching everybody do like throw it down or anything, and she looks confused, and then it just slips out of her hands and it teleports her.
Holga is going to be confused and probably follow what everyone else is doing for the moment.
Alright. It also cracks. Sorry, it also cracks, and you'll end up just one of you just try to catch it, but it still just gets on the ground, breaks, and vroom, and then you all just appear in the center of Falador, which right now, not Falador, Varrock. You all appear in the center of Varrock, as where in Falador it would be around noon. Varrock, it would be a little bit past noon, at least about 2 hours past noon. And you can see that the street is pretty busy in the center with a few stalls here and there selling furs, newspapers, and the likes. Valora, you do get scared or startled a little bit, as even though you teleported in the center, you teleported near the fountain, and you can see bits of water splashing out. That doesn't hit you, but it does kind of startle you a bit to shuffle away. I must give you all a picture of what the place looks like now, unless somebody beat me to it. There we go. So, you're now in the city of Varrock. Where would you guys like to go?
All right, so which way we heading, y'all?
I mean, if we're heading to the rune crafting altar, it's I think on the east side, past the gates and whatnot.
Luke, you should take the lead since you know this place better than anyone else.
Yeah, sure. And he would start walking south from the center of the city.
Luke, where are you going?
Oh, I'm taking the initiative.
It's like you're taking the scenic route.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, I don't think we exactly have the most free time to do that.
I have an idea, and he would walk up to Thimble, and he would pick up Thimble, and then he would keep walking south.
Why are you
The
like
cynical
this?
to this.
Assuming goes. Luke, how long has it been since you've been back?
Ooh. I think I don't think I've been back since we started adventuring with that protocol.
So you're lost.
Oh no. And then he would stop after walking for some time with y'all in front of the Blue Moon Inn. I just wanted to grab a drink. What about you?
I think I'm good.
You autopiloted here, huh?
I think he made the conscious decision to go for a drink.
Can't drink.
Well,
Like-
that's a sad life.
You don't get drunk, or you can't have liquids inside you.
Both.
All right. Good to know.
Luke would set down Thimble, and then he'd be like, "Fine, I'm gonna go grab a drink. Rudy, are you in?"
Yeah.
Assuming sighs for a moment as he looks around, and assuming you could see a beggar just asking people for money as they're walking in and out of the city. He's basically close to the southern gate, just begging people for money. But there's nothing else out of the ordinary. The place seems pretty fine. Anybody you could see, you could find this opportunity to just do whatever you want while Luke is deciding to grab a drink, and is definitely not lost.
Valora's gonna pick up Thimble.
Not you too.
Tall man went to drink. Hold small man.
Yeah, that's about right. You're doing exactly what you need to do.
It's gonna become tradition now. Assuming that he's gonna go real quick and hand the beggar 500 gold coins. Okay, as you go on ahead and you hand that to the beggar looks shocked, and then he looks up at you and goes, "Oh, a white knight! How generous of you! Thank you so much, White Knight. Do you need me to tell you anything? Do I need to repay you back in any way? Just let me know. I'll be happy enough to help you. This is such a generous offer." Which during my rampaging of the homeless guy, thanking him, assuming goes, No, it's fine. Just take it, grab something to eat, get a place to sleep, and a shower. At least relax for a few days. Of course, thank you. Sumi says he walks back, and I guess he follows the rest of you into the inn, since I'm assuming all of you went inside, right?
I mean, depends on Valora. If we're just standing outside while she's holding Thimble up.
Yeah, she'd go in.
So you're going in, question, how are you holding him? Like a child, or just like holding him in front of you like he's a bag of laundry?
She's probably holding him. Best way I can describe it is like a suitcase. her ink arms kind of extended around him to wrap around him and make sure he doesn't fall. So what Thimble's feeling is a very cold stretch of not quite solid, not quite liquid all over him. It's not super pleasant.
Valora, could you put me down?
but tall man hold you.
Yes, he does that to mess with me.
You don't like me holding?
I just prefer my feet on the ground is all. It's nothing personal.
Okay.
And she will drop you like what Luke did earlier.
Damn it.
That one was on you, I think.
Question: Does he's gonna be covered in ink, isn't he?
He's not necessarily covered in ink, but there's definitely like a couple of stains on his clothing.
I really need to learn a spell to get rid of those.
Alright. So the guys walk into the inn. Obviously, some eyes get drawn towards you, mostly to Valora, as a lot of eyes are looking at her with the expression of, she looks familiar. But also, as they see her just carrying Thimble in and drop him, you hear a bit of loud chuckles within the crowd of people that were witnessing that. Some of them were very obvious of who they were in the laughter as they're pointing at Thimble, very drunkly.
All right, so quick question. Do I still have my invisible mage hand?
If you have not deactivated, I would say it teleported with you.
All right. Well, I find a nice place to sit. I'm going to use it to start pickpocketing drunk people.
Wow, these people might have lives that are so desperate.
Don't care. They're laughing at my misfortune.
Petty. Alright, so do me a favor and roll for, I don't know if you're able to, but I guess roll for, how many did laugh at you that you found that were obvious? I would say 4, so go ahead and roll for 4. Sleight of hand with advantage. Meanwhile, as Dimple is just using his little mage hand to pickpocket, the rest of you find a nice table big enough for all of you to sit down and everything. A waitress walks towards the table and goes, "Welcome to the Blue Moon's Inn. How can I..." Hold on, Luke Ravens, is that you?
The one and only.
Alright, just as an update, I got 2 25s because of reliable talent, 133, and a natural 20 for 35.
Nice. Alright. You got a total of 500 gold coins, a raw fish, a burnt fish. You don't know why. You don't know how. You don't probably want to question it. But, you also got bones.
Okay, I'm going to subtly slip all of those into their drinks.
Rude. So rude.
Were the bones human or like from food?
Doesn't matter, they're bones.
I think it matters a little bit.
I wouldn't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Fair enough.
They're bones. Let's just say they're bones. And let's leave it to that. Like, it's better, the less questions you ask, the better the world of Gielinor is. To some people. So back to the waitress. She goes, "Well, aren't you a sight? It's been a while, and I see you found some friends. Last I heard, you quit the Vera Guards, no?"
Yeah, went out to the west, joined some mercenary protocol, started working with the White Knights.
Huh. That explains this one. She goes and she gestures over to Assume. She goes, "Well, what would it be then? What would you folks like? Food? Drinks?
You got any ram?
Of course. Anything in particular?
I got. I don't remember the name, but I got a ram that was really strong.
Well, if you can't think of the name, I can't help you, but I can give you our strongest rum.
That would be great, thank you.
Alright. And the rest of you?
I'm good.
Asumi goes, just
Yeah, I'll pass.
Asumi goes, just water for now. And maybe a sandwich. I just recall I didn't eat breakfast.
An ale and a roast
Olga's
beef.
Sorry. Okay, I heard Luke say an ale. What was that, Holga?
Actually, we're getting some food. Holga will take an ale and the biggest lamb you got. Like, the biggest rib, I guess you got.
Alright. She writes that down and she goes, alright. And she looks at Valora. She goes, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but do you need anything to eat? Or drink, perhaps?
She just shakes her head. Thank you. No.
Okay. Huh. Well, Luke, you definitely have a group of friends with you. I'll be back with your order. As she says as she goes and she starts walking over to the counter where she hands the slip of the drinks to the bartender, and then she walks back to the back where you could tell is the kitchen area, as there was a sign that says employees only, especially chefs. And you guys are not just sitting there waiting for your orders. What would you like to talk about?
So,
No.
Assuming entered. So, what's the plan again? Just to make sure we're all on the same page and we don't end up lost.
I think we're going to the rune crafting altar on outside the city.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
That sounds about right, yeah?
Good. 'Cause hopefully we don't end up getting another detour.
We're gonna get detoured again, aren't we?
Hopefully. But hopefully it takes us somewhere cooler.
Real quick, somebody redeem hydrate thyself, or if anybody needs something to drink, drink. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. Just drink something. So meanwhile, you are there getting your drinks ready. You can hear that your drinks are getting ready at the behind the counter. You all sense a feeling of being watched. But as you all look around, no one is really watching you. At least there's nothing noticeable at this moment.
Do you guys feel that?
Yes, somebody is watching us. But it's probably nothing. Well, we just look at us and, like, it's understandable people would be looking.
Can I tell where we're getting the looks from?
No. Remind me, your passive is a 19, right? For perception?
It's actually 21.
That actually helps you a lot. I was just trying to check passive, but D&D Beyond was not letting me check anybody at this moment. But that helps you. So that 21 does help you. You're looking around real quick, and you don't see anybody looking at you, but as you finally squint for a moment, on the upper corner of the bar, there is a floating spectral eye, almost invisible, in the shadows, just staring directly at you guys.
Fantastic. I sure do love that. Okay. I think I know what's going on. I'm just gonna maintain my composure as I tell everyone, we're being followed by a spying eye.
Where are they?
Up in the corner, mostly invisible. Do any of you know a spell to dispel magic?
I'm mostly defensive.
I could shoot a fireball at it.
I don't think throwing fireballs is a good idea.
Can stab it.
Unfortunately,
I got like.
Hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that I have a feeling that it probably wouldn't actually kill it if we stabbed it.
I have 14 types of poison that I can deal with this with.
It's an invisible magical eye. How are you going to poison it?
You ask too many questions.
It's you too.
Rainbow, could you act like you are going to the restroom, get into its blind spot, sneak up to the second floor, and just try to destroy it?
Okay, it's in the corner. Do you want me to stab through the freaking floor upstairs?
Do you not
What's
have
your
a
knife
dagger?
not long enough?
Do you not have a dagger you could throw at it?
Okay, but you're saying to go upstairs. I would be on a different floor. It would be like below the ceiling, and I would be on the upper floor. I wouldn't be able to hit it unless I stabbed through the floor.
Oh, my bad. I just noticed where it is. Okay, I understood you incorrectly. My bad.
Okay, at least we're on the same page now.
Well then, yes, you can stab it through the floor.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go use the bathroom then. And Thimble's gonna get up from the table and start walking towards. Where is the bathroom, by the way?
I'm gonna say
Is there a
this.
bathroom?
I'm gonna say this because what bathroom? There's no such thing as bathroom. You have to take a shit outside. As a joke. As a non-joke.
Oh, you know what? And then I'm going outside, and then I'm sneaking in through the back.
Yeah. My point is so toilets do exist no matter what anybody else says. I would say that there is a outhouse outside. So yeah, there is outside in the back. You would have to go outside.
All right, then I'm going outside, and then I am going to stealthily sneak through the back and up the stairs.
Alright. The eye just remains there, watching the group. As you go around to sneak up the stairs, you're now upstairs. Would you say your character have a good knowledge of the floor plan to know where the hell that eye is?
I mean, probably. It's just in the corner of the lower room. I just gotta find where that is roughly upstairs. So like, shouldn't be too bad.
Alright. So they're recalling where it is, and you start walking towards that direction. You find that it is it's somewhere in the location that doesn't require you to be in a room, thankfully. So you don't have to sneak in and probably get in trouble if there's somebody in there. But you believe you stand right above it. How would you like to do this?
I'd like to pull out my rapier because it's probably the longest and thinnest blade I have, and try to actually, hold on, let me check my spells real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm going to use the rapier, and I am just going to carefully and humanely stab through the floor with my rapier to get it through it.
Go ahead and roll for hit chance. I would say normal, because I would say your character would probably be right.
25.
25. Oh, that's not bad. Alright, so you managed to go and pierce right through the floor, and you feel it stab something. You can only hope and pray that it's not a tall person, and that it is the spectral eye.
I'm going to withdraw my blade and take a look to see if there's any blood on it.
It does. Oh dear God, I'm kidding. Uh, you see that there's no blood, so luckily there's not anything you need to worry about. But there is a not bloody substance, but like ectoplasm substance. So your blade is covered in ghost goo, I guess.
Did I stab a ghost? Was that a ghost?
You may never know.
Gonna just wipe the ghost goo off on the nearby wall, sheath my rapier, and sneak back down by sneaking back out the back and coming back in through the front.
Alright. You guys see him return? And do you try to see if the eye is truly gone? Because I never said, you heard a poof.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I was gonna check in the hole to see if the eye is gone.
Yeah.
Or is it looking at me?
It's looking at you for a moment. You can tell it's very angry just before it vanishes.
No, that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna sneak back out like I said I was going to.
Right. So you return to the party. The party, you guys see Thimble return to you.
Did you get it?
I think it saw me before disappearing, so yes, but also no.
Clumsy.
Asumi goes, and where were you?
The bathroom.
No, I mean, where were you to try to... Like, he makes the stabby hand gesture.
On the second floor.
Yeah, Asumi, you look around and you don't see anything else watching you at this moment, especially in the corner that he gestured over to. It's gone, and you do notice a small little hole on the ceiling. Luckily, nobody else noticed it. Alright, he's typing right now, so anybody else can talk before he enters his words. Okay. Well, it seems gone. I'd say you must have got it. What do you think it was, or who do you think was watching us?
I don't know. I mean, it kind of left behind a goose, so it could have been a ghost eye, but by all accounts, it also could be your grandpa.
What?
Oh, they're talking about ball.
As you say that out loud,
Oh,
everybody
balls.
turns over to you, Bera. Like record screech stop, and just they look over to your table after you say the name Ball.
Meatballs, Bera. That's what we get next time. We don't just call them balls.
Yeah, sure. You say so.
Asumi
Nice
goes.
save.
Sorry, go ahead, Rudovik, you first.
Nice save, Timble.
Yeah, I try, but this one makes it way harder than it needs to be.
I didn't even think anyone here knew what that was.
Yeah, Asumi was about to say that, going, it seems that name, in a whispered tone, it seems that name is very infamous here. At least it keeps these people on their toe.
Well, I think if you said any other demon's name, it would get the same reaction.
So while you guys were talking and doing all that, the waitress appears to your table with your drinks and your food. So for Asumi, obviously, you finally got your breakfast. And for the rest of you, you got your drinks. Or whoever wanted something to drink. Rudovik, you're given the rum that you asked, not what you wanted, but you are given a pretty strong rum. And Holga, you are given a very big lamb leg. That they're the
Yay.
thighs, a really big one. Probably not as big as you're used to for being a barbarian, but it is an acceptable size, if you will. Like this is something that you could look at and call a snack.
Okay. Fair enough.
I would just drink the rum, be like, yeah, could have been worse.
You could have tried carving while you were drunk on rum.
Oh yeah. You got any gods I should try now?
Mm-hmm. No, have you tried spiking your drink with? Actually, you know what? Let me just I'd quickly take out the bottle of paralyzing poison and just go. This is a special drug. Do you want to give you a little drop?
Isn't that what Bera made for Asumi?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Are you sure?
Positive.
If you want a real heart stopper, I got something.
Well, I guess if you're not interested in trying it, I'll just put it away then.
You can keep it for later.
Assuming said he's just devouring the sandwich, showing how fucking hungry he is at this moment. Like he's swallowing, he's chewing properly, but he's like taking ginormous bites of the sandwich, and he's like trying not to chew loud, but you can hear him going. And as you're all there just enjoying your drinks and your foods, for those of you who got your food, is there anything else you guys would like to do before I move on to the next scene, I guess?
I'm good.
Alright. So, after about a good 30 minutes of a quick snack / lunch break. First, for those of you who do need it, you do get a short rest. So go on ahead and give yourself a short rest. Afterwards, you all basically get up and you paid for your meals. Assuming for your water and drink, I'd say you would have to pay 10 gold coins. Rudovic, for the rum, you would have to pay 50 gold coins. Luke, the ale would be, I think it was 5. The rum is more expensive because he wanted the strongest one, right? Yeah, I'm looking. And Holga, hopefully you have the cash for this, but you just have to pay a good 35 gold coins.
Yeah, I have the cash for this. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, yeah, because I know you guys got paid. I'm just trying to make sure. I just sometimes don't remember if I paid you recently or not.
Hmm.
All right, so you guys are now heading out of the Blue Moon's Inn. Luke, where do you lead the group now? And do you pick up Thimble again?
No, Thimble can walk this time. Luke would lead them back up through the town center, heading north, and then would turn and go west toward where the ruins are, and head that way.
All right. You guys are now heading towards the right direction this time. Heading back north to the center of Varrock, and then heading west to the western gate. Some time passes as you now are getting out of the city. And you are passing 2 different houses. One that is a large manor, another one is like on a mile away, which was a smaller house, which you could see some kids playing around, pushing each other on the swing set, and some cats roaming around the house as well. As you continue, you start going down the road for about a good 20 minutes before, in the distance, you start seeing Luke, you see the air altar right there on the side of the road.
And here we are. I present to you the ruins as he walks towards them.
Well, that That took a little longer to get here than usual, but
Sumi responds with, "You say that as if you've been here before."
I mean, like, the idea of getting here took longer than I imagined it normally would.
Well, we did stop for drinks and food.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So, does anyone remember what Evark told us we have to do?
No.
No.
Oh, fuck. Can I roll history to remember what Evark told us?
Sorry, what?
Can I roll history to remember what Evark told us to do?
He told you to look around for the playground. That there was another playground being made. I don't know why the hell you guys were going for the ruin altar. I just let you guys go to see what were you gonna do.
Okay, then who the fuck mentioned a rune altar?
I don't know. I was
You
just
mentioned
wondering.
ruins.
I'm so confused. All right. I guess we went on a fucking wild goose chase then.
Okay, assuming actually says something. I think the confusion might have been that when he mentioned ruins, you guys must have thought ruin altar when he meant the ruin temple off coast of Mauritania near the Everlight.
Oh.
So we went the wrong way.
But and
I
no one
think we-
caught that. Nobody said anything.
This is hilarious.
I think the
You
problem
at the time.
I think the problem is that Evarg is just so difficult to be around that our brains turned off.
Yes, that makes sense.
Assuming goes, well, I thought we were here, because he's trying to save everybody's brain cells. I thought we were here to see if we could find a way to that temple off coast of Mauritania. Since I think one of us heard that it was connected to some energy of the altar. Wow, I don't know why it's so hard to read.
That was the plan but until Evarg showed up and then told us we had to find the playground. Rudy, you know more about this playground shit. Where would they make it?
Well, before they, let's just say, well, it depends if it is his playground where he just helps people, or if it's the playground where they make children fight, because both are theoretically underground and hidden.
So it's under this altar.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm going to start looking around to see if I can find anything.
You look around, and looking for you find something interesting. Well, not interesting to the plot point, but interesting to you. You are, you find 10 ruin essence and a air talisman. Somebody must have dropped it.
Alright, I'm going to pick those up. I'm going to use the talisman on the altar, and I'm going to go craft some runes.
You appear in there and you do that for the moment. And as you're doing that, you end up seeing some wizards just arguing with each other about something. Would you like to listen to it?
I mean, I have nothing else to do while I'm rune crafting. May as well.
You hear them argue about the new method of rune crafting that has to go with the rune span dimension, the pocket dimension of rune span that the tower had created. Some of them believe, like the few wizards there arguing, some of them believe that the rune span is a much better location, while the other believes that just walking up the altar and getting the runes is much better, because you don't have to climb up different layers and hope you don't fall to your death. The argument goes back and forth between, between them being right or them being wrong. You probably have your own opinion in, but it's up to you whether you want to stay out of this crazy conversation or not.
Nah, I'm good. Just gonna get my runes and leave.
Congratulations, you have 10 extra air runes as you pop back out. Assuming did say that he decided to just try to look around for a moment just to see if maybe he could find someone following you. And Valora. That's distraction. I love you, but damn, that made me laugh. Okay.
Is that not what we did? I've never played RuneScape before. Don't you just you rune and you escape? I don't know.
No. We run escape. That's we runed the escape. No, we escaped the rune.
No, you
now
run
we have
escape.
to run escape.
All right, so.
All right.
So. Assuming, yeah, I was gonna ask to tell you. Go ahead and roll for perception for me while everybody else is just doing whatever they're doing.
And to catch that, we're rolling what, perception?
Assuming he's rolling. Assuming he's rolling for perception, yeah. You could roll 2 if you want to also look around to see if anything is out of the ordinary. Alright.
Says
What?
8, but it's like literally sitting half and half between a 3 and a 17. So, I don't know. Whatever. I don't see shit. Too busy eating my lamb. My lamb.
You're busy staring at the sky now. A beautiful day, beautiful weather. It's still spring, so obviously it's a nice little weather that you're seeing. That cloud is shaped as a fucking yak. Aside from that, assuming you also don't spot anything. Looking around, everything seems normal. You do maybe spot some goblins just trying to like fight over, from what you can tell, is a piece of cloth, which isn't really important. They seem to be fighting over it. Thimble does pop back out of the altar. Yeah. What do you guys do now?
Did you find the playground in there?
No, just some wizards being nerds.
Starting to feel like we went to the wrong place.
Yeah, we should head back to
Yeah.
we should head back to the city. Luke, can you ask your past associates at the guards and ask them if there have been any weird playground incidents? Like, if there has been any organization named the Playground in Varrock.
Worth a shot.
And I'll go investigate. Well, not the best streets.
Sumi responds with, "We should probably also see if we can get permission to investigate this. The least we need to do is end up breaking the law and getting into some sort of trouble with the city.
Speaking of nerds,
You can do that while I'll go investigate.
Alright, so you guys are still heading to the direction of the city, either way. In Luke's case, he would have to head to the palace with Asumi and anybody else that wants to join him, as Rudovic is going to go to the slums. So the question here is, we're probably going to split up. Who's going with who?
I'm going to the slums.
So you go with Rudovic. Who's, I know Asumi is going with Luke. Who else? Temple?
I'll go with whoever needs it. I'll go with whoever.
I need you to pick.
I'll go to the slums. Slums can be dangerous. Holga understands something of the slums. So.
Alright. So Holga goes with Rudovic and Vera. Thimble, you go with whichever, but I need you to pick.
So what are my options? So slums or where?
Or with Luke to the castle.
I guess I'm going to the castle.
Alright. And Valora, what about you? Who do you wish to follow?
Damn, I was gonna go with whoever was a person short, but it looks like we're evenly split. I'll go to the slums.
Alright. So, you all split up. Congratulations, you all died for splitting up. What happened? The first rule of D&D is never to split up the party.
That's
Shame.
why I'm staying with the majority of the group. I hear a few people are going to the slums, so I go with the slums.
Anyway, jokes aside.
Safety in numbers.
Jokes aside here. So, as you guys split up, you're going your separate ways.
Or like safety with Luke Raven.
Right. The safety with Luke Ravens. So, you head over to the Varrock's Palace. So we're going to go with the Varrock Palace first. As you're walking north, Luke leading the way, you pass the first wall and then head over to the second, which is now within the palace itself. Several guards are just standing and walking around patrolling before one of them sees Luke. And he goes, well, 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 if it isn't Mr. Ravens himself. I see you're still wearing them sunglasses. You never take them off, do you?
Hardly.
Of course. You probably don't remember me. You're still a recruit. Anyway, do you need to see the captain? Trying to get your old job back?
No. No. I moved on to more exciting things. Anyway, yeah, I am looking for Captain Roven.
He's upstairs in the castle. Let us get him for you. Right now, we are not accepting any visitors. The Queen's demanding it. She wants the place to be clean because apparently His Majesty's allergies been acting up. So give us a moment.
Sure.
Asumi asked, wait, the King of Mithlin has allergies? Of
Everyone has
season?
allergies. I mean, he basically just lives in a castle all day, so like it makes sense. There's a lot of dust and shit up here, and then the pollen probably doesn't help.
Asumi just
Luke
looked.
shrugs.
Sorry, go ahead, Luke.
Luke shrugs.
Asumi goes, it just surprises me. I never pegged the king to be seasonal allergic, I guess.
can never know. Can't judge a book by its cover, after all.
So a few minutes passes. You guys are just standing there. As Captain Rovan comes up and goes, "Ah, Luke, it's good to see you, old friend." He goes out to extend his hand to give you a very firm handshake.
Luke shakes his hand.
It's been a while. Did the wizard tower finally kick you out, or did you leave on your own?
What? I came here after the tower.
Oh, didn't you go back to the tower? That's what I heard.
No, I went and did the mercenary protocol over in Falador.
Oh, right. Shit's been going on here from left to right. What can I do then? They told me you needed me.
Hi, yes, we're looking for a place called the Playground. Have you heard any potential leads on that?
Or any organization by that name?
The Playground. I haven't heard that name in a long time. We had a detective a while ago, years ago actually, that was working up a case against a criminal organization known as the Body. I believe his name was Detective Bain. He ended up hiring a group of adventurers that ended up finding several different hideouts. One of these hideouts was a location called the Playground, which was used as an underground fighting ring with children's used as fighters and forced to fight each other. Supposedly the scene was horrible to witness, and it pissed off a lot of people, especially within the guards. But it was put to an end, thankfully. I haven't heard any news about it yet. I haven't heard any rumors, but I do know the old location is just within the slum. We haven't had anybody check up on it lately.
Could you give us just like the general, or like where that was, just so we can check it out?
Yeah. Let me just grab the map, and he stops midway and he goes, "I'm going to assume," points at Asumi, "you're going to need me to give you authorization to be able to investigate location, right?" Asumi nods, going, "Yes, if you can." All right. First, let me get the map and show you where, and then I'll write up an authorization slip so you can show it to any guards that sees you attempting to enter a restricted area. He turns around and enters the castle for a moment. As he comes back out with the map showing you specifically where it is, you can tell it's about several blocks away from the orphanage. But it's mostly in the southern part of the slum, like the most southern part. And to Asumi, he does give you the authorization slip to ensure that you stick to the White Knight Code. Asumi thanks him, and now you guys have your location. Anything you want to ask or say before you depart?
I haven't got anything on my mind.
Asumi does ask this. Have you heard of any attempt of that old criminal organization trying to make a comeback or anything. Our sources tells us that someone went to Falador to recruit some old employers. Ended up, reaching us. Now that you mention it, we have been hearing claims of some people trying to get the body back in order. One of them is actually a group of mobs that has a leader by the name Dawn. That's his name, Dawn. His name is Dawn, which is weird because it's not a title, it's a name. But he's mostly just been doing charity work for the city, not criminal works. He's been trying to take over after the body's downfall. But he hasn't been doing any criminal activity, at least from what we could tell and what we have gathered. Dom is located, I believe, in the northeast district of the city, where the rich are. You could probably check him with him there. He does have an office, which is called Dawn as well. So you have fun dealing with all that headache.
Alright, I guess let's go check out the location first, and then we'll go look into that. Alright, let's go. Thank you, Captain.
No problem. And good luck with what you're looking for. Try to bring them back alive so they can actually face actual church justice if you do find anybody trying to bring back the playground.
Sure.
And with that, are you guys gonna try to meet up with Rudovic, or are you gonna head north to see if you can gather more information? Not north, northeast.
We could get back with Rudovic, I suppose.
Aren't you with Rudy?
No, am I?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, because we're just in this club.
I recall you saying you were going to the slums, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
While that was happening, Sumi goes, we could probably get more information, because if anything, we could probably, if we do have to end up, wow, my reading today, hold on. Caffeine is not helping me. We could probably speak to Dawn and see what we can find out. Maybe they heard about the playground trying to be reformed, or who knows, maybe they are trying to reform the playground, not being what it used to be before. So yeah, Thimble, Luke, you guys agree?
Yeah, probably.
Did you hear what I said, or do you need me to repeat what he said?
Please repeat what he said.
Basically, that he thinks that maybe talking to Dawn would be a good idea, because it's either they have more information, or he's the one reviving the playground, but to be like Evarg's, a normal orphanage.
Yeah, I feel like we should probably do that after we check out the old location, just because, look, we're just meeting up with everyone else, and then we can go to confront the Dawn together.
Luke shrugs.
Assuming it responds with, true, but Rudovic is already going over there. If you think it's better if we meet up with him, then it is logical.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, if the Dawn is like actually responsible or something, we probably want the whole crew with us.
Alright. Meanwhile, then, as you guys are now heading towards the slum, meanwhile, those following Rudovic, as Rudovic is leading you guys to the old playground location that he recalls guarding, you start going through the slum. And you do see some guards patrolling the area, at least walking past you. As you could continue to walk east, a dog, like a somewhat skinny dog, not too skinny, but just skinny enough that you can see that he's eating some proper meals, but not enough. Walks up over to you with his tail wagging. What do you guys do?
Do you guys have any food on you? I say as I start scratching the god dog's head.
The dog just tail starts wiggling as you pet it and scratch it.
If dogs like ogle berries and or berries, or ogle root or berries, then yes.
You can try to give it the berries.
Okay. I'll take out some berries. And show it to the dog.
The dog sniffs your hands and then goes to lick it, trying to get whatever the food that is there, which is berries, you would know. And he starts licking it, biting it. You can see some berry juice drips out of him, and he's just like, as he's trying to like drink it and eat it at the same time. And he just looks over at you guys, wagging his tail again, going, like clearly wanting more or something more to eat.
Do you have any meat on you? I look at the group.
Rudovic, as you do say that, you do recall Bera has a rabbit.
No. Holga's still eating some of that lamb. Holga's still eating some of that lamb. Make her give some to the dog.
Holga will not mind sharing with the dog a little bit. After all, Holga. Oh wait, this is a good opportunity. Y'all think a barbarian can't cast spells, but Holga's gonna start flexing in front of the dog. For 10 minutes, she's going to flex and cast Speak with Animals. And ask if it wants some of the lamb.
Alright. Alright, yeah, no, I just had to process what was that. So you guys see Holga just flex, and then the totem that they have on them ends up glowing from all that amazing JoJo Bizarre Adventure flex and posing. As you look at the dog and ask it if it wants lamb, the dog goes, yes, gimme. So the rest of you, the dog is just barking, but you can, Holga is excitingly saying yes.
Yes, so I gave the dog some lamb. I'm like, where's your owner? Or are you like wild dog?
As you give it the lamb, it starts chewing on it aggressively, like biting on it, gobbling it up. As you ask it, it sort of talks with its mouth full and goes, I don't have an owner. As it starts swallowing. Me
Oh,
is ownerless.
well, I see. I mean, you know what? Holga's gonna be like, fuck it. Holga will take the dog as a pet because dogs make good companions. Assuming dog wants to follow Holga.
You'll have to ask the dog if it wants to follow you.
I mean, okay, dog, do you want more lamb in the future? Do you want to follow? it's not. It's not. It's not a tricky question.
You will give me ham if I follow you.
Yes. Or
that,
other meat.
That sounds like a good idea. Yes.
Okay. So now I got a new downtime activity. Train random doggo.
So now we have a rabbit, Sally the salamander, as I take my shirt and pull it back a bit, and it's just there, curled up on me.
The salamander's just chilling, and since you still have speak with animal, you hear the salamander look at you and go, "Sup?"
Helga is gonna be like, "Sup? Hi." And she's like, Helga's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's right. We got more animals in the party. Now I can speak with all of you. Well, for a little bit anyways." But yes, Holga will reiterate to the dog, you can follow for more meat, but she will train him to do things for her as well.
Congratulations, you now have a dog companion. Make sure you
Yay.
write that down somewhere.
You can literally add it to your character sheet under the extras tab.
Yes.
I don't know how many dog types there are, but
Yeah, I'll figure it out. What type of dog that is, because Varrock has a very, the city has very one type of dogs, but I'm gonna try to give you like a different breeds, not just to copy and paste.
yeah.
But that'll be later.
It's a mutt.
It's a dog. Yes, it's just a dog.
What?
Okay, let's keep moving on.
Yeah, I'll just pick one of the random dog options in
Yeah, go ahead and
D&D
pick
Beyond.
a random one. Yeah, go ahead and pick a random one. So, as you guys are now continuing on with your new companion behind you, Rudovic, you finally make it to the final location, to the old location of the playground. You could tell that it is worn down, at least the entrances. You recall your time there, being unaware of what was going on in the playground. You assumed that it was just a place for kids to play and a secondary orphanage location, as you do recall seeing kids being led there kindly, with a sense of promise and hope. But after finding out what happened, you recall that anger in you, being tricked, but also the type of people that are in this world, forcing kids to fight one another with weapons, swords, orphans. You take a moment to just recollect all of that. Do you wish to try to enter the building?
At the entrance of the building, I just sort of punch the wall in frustration. Look at my knuckles, then go in.
You guys see that Rudovic, just in anger, just hits the wall of the broken down building. It pretty much hard enough to basically cause the building to rumble, and whatever rubbles that were on top of that specific wall would come down. Rudovic, your hand does feel a bit tingly. Luckily, it's not bleeding. Or is it broken? But it does feel a bit tingly. As you enter the building, did the rest of you follow?
Yeah, I'll follow Rudick.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So you guys start following him in and start walking down the stairs. As eventually you find the dungeon area. You all look around and you see the place was pretty much cleaned out. As you can see, a lot of like wires and everything. Not wires. I want to say police tape, but there's no other words to say it. So I guess guard tapes wrapped around certain locations. A lot of detective works here and there with body marks on one location. To your horrors, you see body marks of younger, like drawings, like that seems to be of a younger individual. There's a lot of dried blood. You can only imagine what went down here. But your brain tries to prevent you from doing so, just to save you from the horrors that could have happened. You can only feel bad for the poor adventurers that were there, that's witnessed it, and had to stop it. Now, Rudovic, you've never been down here before, but you do know that there is an office, as you do recall hearing that there was one. You recall hearing that the office is just past the fighting arena. Do you go there, or would you like to search around the room that you're in now?
Let's go to the office.
All right. And what about the rest of you? Anything you guys would like to do?
No, I'm just gonna keep close to Rudy.
Have my dog stay where it's safest for now, I think. Actually, no, the dog's gonna stay by my side. Actually, because it's safest beside me. So.
All right. Well, the dog does keep itself on high alert, as you are somewhere underground.
Yeah.
You all and follow Rudovic, and he enters. You find the office. And the office seems cleared out also, or at least left somewhat untouched, as you can see that the safe was open and just there's nothing in there. The desk is still there collecting dust, and there's a lot of files as well.
I will look through the files.
As you decide to look through the files real quick, going through each one, trying to skim through as quickly as you can, you find that these files date back way before you were even hired. And some of them basically showed bets. Like a lot of people would bid on fights and everything. And you could tell that a lot of these people were nobles that were brought to justice, thankfully. Some managed to escape justice, but it's all there, and it seems like it's being used as evidence, or at least as much as you could tell, because there's a lot of highlights here and there. As you continue to look, you do find a file, a folder. Sorry, you do find a folder that is missing. On the folder, it's labeled backup plan, but there's nothing in there.
Backup plan. And it's empty.
Just means someone took it with them.
Exactly. Okay, this place is empty. Let's go meet back up with Luke and Asumi and Thimble.
You should probably keep those other files on you. Never know when we could blackmail someone with them.
Blackmail. Blackmail, yeah. 100% blackmail someone.
Blackmailing in my universe? I mean, yes, that's actually pretty smart. Alright, so as you guys just look around one last time, you spot nothing else at all. As you go out...
Yes, I take all the files
yeah,
with
sorry.
me.
You do take all the files with you, yeah, but you do look around one last time. I mean, like, you look around in the room one last time. There's nothing else aside from the files. As you go and you take them with you, it's not a large amount, but it's a good amount for you to hold. And you head over, you guys start heading out. Once you head out of the building, you all end up bumping into each other. So you all meet up pretty much outside of the building.
So, you guys find anything?
These files, bets, people who... well, names of people who bet on the fights. And also this backup plan. And it's empty. Somebody took it.
Anyone in those files happen to be named Don?
Give me a moment. I quickly try to skim through.
Yeah, so you start looking for each of the files again, at least those that you didn't read completely. You do find one folder that has targets. And one of the targets, it's against a person named Don. And two other individuals that are usually with Don himself. But you don't seem to find anything else about them, just more like information that states that they've been snooping around the area with their crew. Needs to be dealt with soon. From what you can tell, he was never dealt with at this moment, as other targets would usually have their pictures or name crossed off.
He was a target, according to this, but the hit was not carried out. How do you know this person?
We talked to Captain Roven and he mentioned him. So, okay, I guess we should be going visit then.
Yeah, good idea.
Then the dog approaches you and licks your face.
Heck. When'd you get a dog?
Oh yeah, we found a homeless dog too, by the way.
I found a homeless dog. Holga will take it as a pet to train it to hunt and whatnot for her.
All right. Okay, let's go then.
Alright, so you guys are now heading to Dawn's location as you're walking north. as you end up going to the rich, you start seeing physically and feeling the change of atmosphere as you go from the slum to a much richer district. You could tell that the streets are cleaner here, the buildings are well maintained, and people are seemingly walking around more freely. That Dimple, you do notice they are very clumsy in keeping their wallets checked.
Are you inviting me to commit larceny?
I'm just letting you know what you see. What you do with this information is entirely up to you.
New recasting my mage hand, because it probably expired by now, and more invisible pickpocketing.
Wow, you monster. Roll for that. It's sleight of hand with advantage.
$32.
Alright, so you would go and have them pickpocket the closest person to avoid any unwanted attention, as it's not a super crowded area, but there are a lot of witnesses around, or at least a lot of eyes that they could spot you. But you managed to have your mage hand grab a good amount of gold coins that leaves you with an extra 500 gold coins in your pouch.
Yummy, yummy.
So as you continue to walk, you finally end up in front of a building with a giant post, a giant sign that says Dawn's office. Who would like to knock?
Bang, bang, bang.
Luke would open the door.
You would open the door after the knock as you see someone there smoking a cigar. Goes, what's the matter with you? Why are you over here knocking then opening the door? Why didn't you just open the door in the first place?
Luke would like hold a finger up for a second, and then he'd pull out a cigar and light it and start smoking.
I was trying to be polite.
Oh, so you're the one that knocked and you're the one that opened the door. He looks at you looking at the cigar. He goes, a man of taste, I see. I prefer a cigarette at this time, but I got my own set of cigars. What brand you use?
Acme.
Those are good. Anyway, what you want? What you doing here? You need to speak to the Don?
Yes.
We would like to, yeah.
Alright. Stay here. Let me get him. Let me see if he's available. He goes on ahead and he walks to the other room for a moment. You could hear like a few footsteps as the other room seems to have like a sort of hallway from what you can hear. Before he comes back and he goes, the Don is available. Lucky you. He says as he goes and he gestures over to the for you guys to enter the hallway, and he leads you to the room where you see a large fellow with two bodyguards next to him. One with a black hair with that has it combed back with a nice tuxedo, and he's just standing there with both arms behind his back. As the other one there, there's another one who seems to sort of mimic the outfit of that other bodyguard, but you could tell that he's not well maintained. And he, instead of having his arms behind his back, he has them crossed. As he goes, As he goes for a moment and he shuffles closer to the Dawn, then you see the other one shuffle closer as well. And then they just stare at each other with some rivalry intent before the Dawn just coughs and goes, "How can I help you? You are here for a job, I hope?"
We are here for information.
And what information you believe I have for you?
Everything you know about the playground.
The playground. He looks over to the bodyguard on his left and he goes, "This one here was one of the few that stopped it. Why do you want to know about that place?"
A mix of personal history and a current job. Or investigation.
He looks over to you guys for a moment and looks at Asumi and goes, "Sir Knight, it is good to see a noble being visiting Varrock. Now, you folks seems trustworthy. Tito, do you recognize them to be trustworthy?" "Yeah, boss. I know those two." He points at Dimple and Asumi. "Friends of friends. They can be trusted." "If he says you can be trusted, yous can be trusted. We do have some information about the playground revival. I have some individual investigating to put a stop to it. So far, we have nothing big. We do know one thing. The playground new location is in this district. We just don't know where. We are searching at this moment."
Do you have any closer information, or where you already looked? So we don't have to look there too.
We have scoured through the entire northern district of this area. So it's not near the gate. It is probably near the castle, as we checked the area where the church is. Asumi does ask, "Have you checked the sewer?" "I have a feeling that they might be there." "We have not. That was going to be our next location to look. If you wish to go and check yourselves, you can. It'll make my job easier."
Thank you for the information. We will be on our way. On our way now.
"Do not kill them. We made a promise to the city guard that we have to bring them in alive. Any criminals, that is. And I'm sure your White Knight will have to do the same thing."
I can promise they will not be dead.
Very good. Good luck. And if you need any other questions or help, my office is available to you.
We will keep that in mind. I start walking out.
Assuming follows and goes, well, I did promise Captain Rowan, and I believe so did Luke, that we were gonna keep whoever's responsible alive. It's good to see this Don fellow is, well, morally up there in not being kill first, ask question later.
Yeah, but that's more likely to change on a whim.
Asumi goes, that is true. People tend to change a lot. Especially when they're trying to run a non-criminal criminal organization. You could tell the way that he said that he sounded confused.
It's weird. But we should head to the sewers and not think about the weird semantics of that.
Yeah, let's go crawling through the sewers yet again.
Yes, that's exactly the plan, yes, correct.
Yeah, but I was just saying it because, like, you know, sewers, yay.
Wow, Bera, you sound really excited.
Yeah, no. Well,
Alright, so Bera, you're going into the sewers first.
wonderful.
So you guys do end up finding the manhole to the sewer. And I guess Bera's going in first, right?
Yep, I'll lead the way down.
As you start leading the way down, with the rest of you going, everybody, except for Valora, smell the stench of sewage water. Horrible, rotten, disgusting. It takes a while for your nose to get used to it. Some of you may be used to it or have a stronger nose to just shrug it off. But as you get down and you look around, you do see a few homeless people there just looking over to you guys and then just minding their own business. You do see two paths ahead. There's one on the left and one on the right, but it's still like forward path. Which way would you like to go?
Luke, you got any idea of the path down here? Being from, you know, Vara?
Oh,
His stunned silence is very reassuring.
well, I mean, I haven't had to chase too many people through here.
Well,
So
what's
that's
the
a
exact
no,
number?
then.
Exact number? Probably like 2.
Okay, so my gut says maybe it's to the. We'll go north.
Assuming goes, hold on. He walks over to some of the homeless people there and he asks, excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but I was hoping that maybe you folks have seen some shady individuals, maybe well dressed, coming down here and leading children's or a group of people, perhaps, down here. They look at you, assuming for a moment, as they look at each other and they go, "We know nothing." And obviously, they're just trying to shoo you away. They're trying to shoo you away.
Are you certain you know nothing, or are you just trying to keep that information away from us? Because if you are, I would be inclined to some bone breaking to get that information out of you.
Sony had posted something. Let me see. Okay. He says, wait, he's okay. He's editing. Asumi looks over to you, Rudovic, and shakes his head, like telling you to slow down, with his palm in front of you, as he goes to his coin pouch, and drops everything he has in front of them, which is 8,000 gold coins, and goes, "Perhaps this may refresh your memory." They hear the chingles of coins drop on the ground as they all turn their head towards it. They look up at you, look up at Rudovic, look up at you again, Asumi, look at the gold coins. One of them grabs it and looks at it and shows it to the rest. And they're like, "Alright, fine. This could actually help us get out of here and start somewhere better. Yeah, we know who you speak of. Shady individual, looks trouble. It seems like if we even look at them, they were gonna like just shove our faces inside the water right there. But yeah, we saw them head over to the left path, which is weird because there's still like a whole bunch of water on the other side, but I guess they were fine with walking over it, I guess. Probably a way just to get their stench there and then make people think otherwise. But yeah, the left path there, and we recall seeing them walk over to the other side and continue onward deeper into the sewer.
Well, that wasn't so hard, was it? Well, thank you for the information.
Asumi goes, "What about recently? As they came here recently, or was that recently?" Yeah, that was pretty recent, actually. They haven't brought any kids or anything. It's just more like a group of individuals. It was a group of people. They look like they're capable fighters, I guess. Probably guards or something. We don't know. But they haven't come back yet. Usually they come back with just one or two people, and they go into the surface. We have no idea what they do with the people they bring down here, but hey, that's not our problem. We're just trying to survive. And with this generous donation, we'll survive fine. Asumi nods and just thanks them for the information and goes to walk back to the others as he looks over to Rudovic and goes, "Some things doesn't require you to break bones. These people are poor. A few gold coins could persuade them."
And some broken bones can also persuade them.
Yeah, but then there's like a ton of paperwork to deal with.
Not for me.
Asumi goes, "Yes, because making other people's lives harder is not wrong at all."
Exactly.
He just sighs as you guys now head back to the group and you start taking the left path. with that, we're actually going to pause here and take a good 30-minute break because I'm starting to get a bit hungry, and I know a lot of us needs to stretch for a minute and drink some water, get something to eat, and everything. So we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. In 30 minutes, we shall see you. BRB. And we are back, I believe. Is everybody else ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, Asumi said yes. And Valora texted she was ready. So, alright. As you guys, as you guys are heading down the path, walking ahead, you can see that the path is pretty straightforward, with a lot of small rats scattering around from each of your footsteps. You all seem to have a very clear path forward. Thimble, I'm gonna have to borrow you for a minute.
What am I doing?
As you're walking with the others, the area around you starts getting darker. As you're looking around wondering why, you stop mid-pace as you see everyone around you is gone. You don't feel like you're at the sewer anymore, but somewhere else.
Ah, shit, not this again.
You look around once more as you say that, and you find yourself back in that familiar cavern when you were young. But this time it's different. Instead of a recreation of what happened, you end up behind some boulders, and you see yourself vanishing in front of your grandfather's eyes as he looks around confused. In the distance, you can see the defenders of Gielinor fighting not only the followers of your grandfather, but what they believe is your grandfather as well, who they don't know is over here, looking for you, even though you vanished right in front of him. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna try to sneak up and stab him with my rapier.
Go ahead and roll for stealth.
26.
Alright? As you attempt to sneak up behind him, getting your rapier ready, this time you have your weapons. You're prepared to fight back. But you hear the voice of your grandfather going, "Do you really think you can sneak up on me, grandson?" He says as he tilts his head back looking at you. "You must not know your grandfather that well. If you're really going to think stabbing me in the back will work."
Well, granted, you haven't been part of my life for that long, so to be fair, all I know is you're some big chin asshole.
He looks at you and he goes, "My chin is not that big." He starts poking his chin.
You poked out my father's eye with that thing.
"You're the one to talk, laddie. Look at you. You have a chin that is literally mine. It's like looking in a mirror 20 years ago."
Yes, well, unfortunately, magic missile.
As you try the magic missile, he's counterspell. I need you, if I remember correctly, new D&D rule. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Eight.
As you quickly try to panic for that magic missile, and yeah, I found it. It's con saving throw. The new rules makes it easier now, but I keep forgetting the new rules. So you go on ahead and try to do a quick magic missile, and in Gnomish, you can understand that he used counterspell, which as you point your fingers at
Hold
him.
on, wait. Can I counterspell? Is counterspell?
Technically, you could.
Reaction,
Counterspell the counterspell. I love that. Okay.
So you give me a con saving throw.
All right. What is it that I'm beating?
18.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
above average.
Okay. With his stats that I gave him, luckily I have it here. You said at 18, right?
Yeah.
Beats it, but barely. I rolled a 19. So close. So as you try to counterspell his counterspell, you see him twitch as he goes, "Ah, so you are skilled with the arts of Arcana as well. Just like me. Just like your aunt. What your father could have been if he wasn't just a coward."
I think I'm going to enjoy watching you die all over again, old man.
He looks at you. Die? All over again? Are you telling me I die?
I don't know. Don't we all die, old fool?
I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw as one of his signature move that you know your aunt does is trying to get to you.
You gotta be fucking shitting me. Fucking 9. Somehow, even with advantage, I only have 7s.
7. Ta-da.
You know, if you roll 7 3 times in a row, I think you should automatically succeed on whatever
I
you're
wish that
trying
were
to
the
do.
case.
I mean, yeah, if it's a 777, I would have allowed it to succeed, but I don't think there's a triple advantage here. I could make a
Not yet.
custom rule, but no. Anyway, as you notice it and you try to quickly give yourself a mental blockage, but you weren't prepared for it, or at least how powerful your grandfather was able to penetrate through it. As you can feel him inside your memory, as you look through all of it, as you finally feel him outside of you. Oh god, I just realized without context, this all sounds wrong.
Yeah, so I guess while he's doing this, can I cast a spell at him?
I would say sure, you can try. It's not like he's reading through your life work like through a book. It's more like he's in your memory in a split second, so you have enough time to try to do something else. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna cast Agazar's Scorcher. Give me a dex save.
What? The what now?
Give me a motherfucking dex save, David.
What am I trying to beat?
18 again.
Oh, that's right, you're 18. Oh, because I'm using this little fancy dice, and okay, though, that's a 4. I need light. That's a 4, though, so I failed.
All right, well, enjoy fire. Takes 13 fire damage.
All right. Alexa, turn on the computer light. I need to see for a minute. Anyway, all right. So, as you go on ahead and you hit him with that fire spell, You see that it does something to him as he stumbles back, but he shrugs it off. As he looks back for a moment, he goes, no, nah. And he makes a quick incantation that covers the area in an illusion. Only that you could tell that you're inside of an illusion with him. So you're from the future. I mean, obvious guess, but
Took you that long to figure it out?
Oh no, I knew, laddie, but you are not here on purpose. Something has you dragging you through time. What's the matter? Emotional trauma? Do I scare you that much?
No, you just fucking piss me off every time you open your goddamn fucking mouth.
Oh, you wound me, my boy.
I am not your boy.
Oh. In that case, I hope you don't mind that I use you for a favor. He says that before you could respond, I'm gonna need you to roll another wisdom saving throw.
Come on, speak more than 7, goddammit. 16.
You feel a slight. Okay, that's not that's a 13 you said. Sorry. You feel a headache enough that you have to hold your head, not scream, but you're trying to avoid falling, as it's almost as if your brain is being pushed against the against your skull. You don't take any damage, but you feel your head feels numb. You have no idea what he did as he looks over to you and goes, "A parting gift. Because I sense you're not going to be around enough for me to have a family reunion as proper as this. What's ta-ta, dear lad."
You're not going anywhere. I guess that's probably when the time warp happens again.
Sort of. This is what happens. As you guys are still walking, I'm gonna pick one of you out of random. Eeny, meeny, miny, Valora. You notice.
God damn it.
Don't worry, you're fine. As you're walking, you notice Thimble stopped moving, and as you look back, he's just standing there, looking ahead, poker face, nothing, just emotionless. He's breathing, blinking, but it's like he's staring at something else.
She's gonna turn to see what he's looking at, although I imagine she turns and there's nothing there.
Pretty much. It's almost as if he's looking at you guys, but if you like get in front of his face and then look back, he's not staring at anybody specifically. It's almost like he's staring past them.
She'll kind of like slowly move over, like look at him, kind of like shake him a little bit.
Short man? Is short man okay?
As you shake him a little bit, he's sort of Thimble. That's when you snap out of it as you yelled at your grandfather, but you blink and your vision returns with Valora shaking you and asking you if you're okay.
Huh?
You staring at nothing. Standing still. You okay?
Thimble just kind of blinks a little. No. No, I'm not.
What is wrong?
Before you answer that, Thimble, in the back of your head, your own voice, you hear. Why should I make her worry? It's fine. Just tell them you're exhausted. A slight headache. It's not like she needs to worry about you.
Can I roll insight on my own voice?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so...
No.
Question, does reliable talent prevent that?
Sorry, repeat that?
Reliable talent says that anything below a 9 is a 10. Does that negate natural ones?
Right, but I think it's that. Isn't it like a roll result?
I mean, technically, the nat 20, nat 1 thing applies only to combat.
Oh. Okay, yeah, alright. I thought that's what it was. So actually it's a 21 because rogue.
All right, then yeah, then it's 21. Let me actually, yeah, because I didn't roll for shit. Hold on. Okay. Wow, this is odd that you are hearing your voice a little bit louder. You don't find this suspicious. Usually you do think in your head, this loud is new. But then again, it could be because you're in a sewer and she's the only person in front of you that is just talking in a sort of whispery tone.
It's complicated. I don't think I can really explain it that well, so don't worry about it.
She does give you a bit of like a worried look, but she'll nod.
Okay. Good that you were fine.
Fine's a relative term, but yeah.
Once again, you hear Temple. Yeah, they don't need to worry. You're fine. You'll get through this. You have your good old cousin to help you. If not, Auntie.
This voice is not very reassuring.
How can I not be? I'm just a little bit louder. Grandpa really gave you a knocking, didn't he?
Alright, now I'm even more suspicious.
Asumi turns around and looks worried as he sees you behind the group. As he goes, "You okay, cuz?"
No. I think I'm going insane.
Think. You've always been insane.
Shut up, Vera.
Asumi goes, well, considering with everything we've gone through, it would be surprising if you still have some sanity left. After all, we've been dealing with a lot.
Yeah, but it's... never mind.
So you end up catching up with the group, with Valara, as you guys end up going deeper to the path. And you make it to the, not to the end, but to a more open area where there is a, I want to say river of sewage water, which is not that deep that you could easily walk through to get to the other side. But before you even do that, you do see 4 turtles on a pizza box, surfing through the sewer water. And they're tiny turtles.
All right.
Holy shit.
I think I hit my head or something. Is everyone else on this?
Asumi goes, Kawabunga, little dudes.
The fuck does cowabunga mean?
Something about a cow, I guess.
Asumi goes, I don't know. Apparently, they look like it would be something they would say, like a cat phrase. I don't know.
I mean, how do you know that?
Asumi goes, I don't know. It's just a feeling.
A turtle theory?
He goes, yes.
Okay, anyway.
So yeah, the river is just on the other side. Their passage is on the other side. As you can see that there's a small, like I said, the water is not that deep. If anything, it's like ankle high or knee high for the for our gnomes. Asumi actually does ask, Valora, do you need help crossing?
Yes. Can't touch water.
How would
Wait,
we
does that
even-
include berry juice? Because I gave you berry juice before. You should probably not drink that.
Can't drink, just keep. Because
Oh,
present.
got you.
I mean, I could throw some ice knives and freeze the water.
Ice is still water.
I can carry her. I can walk on it.
I mean, yeah, that probably works too.
Asumi was also suggesting to carry her, but he also wanted to look around for like a wooden plank or something. God, that area, I'm trying to remember because it got graphically updated and I haven't visited that much at all. I would say yes, there's are some wooden planks there, stable enough for her to walk across without issue. Alright. Asumi said she's gonna place the wooden plank there, like on top of the water for her to cross, and he's gonna be in the water itself, holding his hand out like a gentleman to help you cross.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Repeat that.
Sorry, hold on. It's fine. Let me just adjust something. Alright. So basically, Asumi says that he's gonna place the plank on top of the water, and so like that, when you walk on the plank, he just goes on. He's gonna be on the water, with his hand out to basically help you cross it like a gentleman.
Do you want me to carry you?
This should be okay. Thank you.
She'll cross it, hopefully with no issues.
Do you hold Asumi's hands while crossing, or do you like try to balance yourself and try to do it on your own?
If Asumi is offering his hand, then she would take it.
And he goes on ahead and helps you. He and she. Assuming, quick question. So, like, are you standing like in one spot with one hand and just holding it and letting the hand lead you, or you try to like stay next to her as if she was a child trying to balance herself on one of those walking poles, like if they were like on that they do in gymnastic class? Okay, so she said yes to the last one. So yeah, so as he helps you walk across to make sure you don't lose your balance, so he's holding on to your hand, and I would assume your elbow. Well, your ink. I'm sorry. So he's holding on to the what you have formed as an arm, and ensuring that you don't slip and fall. So your, as Bera says, your ink bow. What?
I don't
Anyway.
know.
So
Elbow and ink together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so he walks you over to the other side, and he sees the stain of ink on his gloves, and he's like, "Huh. I wonder how hard it is to wash this off."
Hey, Luke, can you do that one spell that lets us jump real good?
I could.
I feel like there's a but there.
I'm gonna need about 350.
350 gold?
Yeah,
Thimble, do you need help
350.
Do you need help crossing?
Well, I kind of don't want to walk through sewer water, so I thought we would just jump over the water.
Oh,
I
wait.
can carry you.
I have an idea. And he grabs Thimble.
Oh my fucking god. Are you
Oh
going
my
to fucking
God.
throw me?
I could actually.
Out of character? Do it.
It's funny, so
In
do it.
character, don't!
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold Thimble out in front of me with like an arm, and then I'm gonna like take a step back and ready a kick, and then I'm just gonna like lightly toss him, and then we're gonna punt him forward.
What the fuck?
So he turns around, and he wants to play along. He's gonna catch Thimble like him and Luke were playing ball. So, okay. As you throw him, Sumi catches you, Thimble. He wants to add, "There you go, little guy. See, it wasn't so scary." He puts you down and he pets you.
I won't forget this.
Did Bera cross?
No, I'm gonna walk up to you and I'm gonna go hold my hands up towards you. Up.
Okay. I just pick up Bera and then start walking on the water like fucking Jesus.
Yes, this was the simplest way. I don't know why Thimble wanted to be thrown.
He got
I
punted.
didn't want to be thrown. Just wanted to get a magical jump boost.
Sumi goes, "You could have asked me before I helped Valora. I could have just..."
Well, I thought Valor would be a bit more, an important person to get across safely.
You know, Timble, I could have just also carried you along with Bera. Since you two are pretty small, I think I could carry both of you at the same time. Or worst case, walk there, back there.
I don't want to get gnome handled. I just wanted to cast the jump.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the waste of runes. Inefficient.
Assuming
And then
goes,
Luke will just teleport over to you guys.
you want to what up, sir?
He would just teleport to you guys.
Misty Step or Dimension Door?
Misty.
You see
No,
them
scratch
put-
that. Scratch that. No, scratch that. Luke will fly over to you guys.
I was gonna ask you, dimension door, surge, or fly, but okay. So you do that. You fly over. You.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I can fly now.
And you didn't offer that instead?
You asked for a jump, and I decided punting you was better.
I'm Phil's just gonna angrily walk away.
He's a good kid. He's a good kid. He would just nod to the rest of the party.
Anyways, I drop Vera when we get to the other side.
Thanks.
In response to Luke, Asumi goes, "Yeah, he's just cranky. He'll be fine." Holga, do you also, when you cross, do you want to pick up the pup so they don't get wet, or are you just gonna let the pup just try to do his own little jump?
I'm going to let the pup try and do their own jump, but I will be there to assist and help them if they don't make it.
Alright, let me just do a quick roll. The pup backs up a bit, and then they just start rushing over, and then they jump over to the other side, perfectly making it. And they just, they just shake their body a bit because, it was quite a jump.
Okay.
And as you also cross to the other side, you all make it there. And as simple as you just walking away angrily, you, with that passive 21, right?
Yeah.
So with that passive 21, ahead you do hear some muttering. They're not... They're of humans, or at least humanoid, but they're not like monsters or anything. They seem to be like a conversation between at least a few people. You don't know who or what they are. How would you like to investigate that?
Sorry, could you say that again?
Now, which part? All of it?
Yes, I heard the muttering and whatnot. So what is
Yeah.
it?
It basically it sounds like a group of people having a conversation. It doesn't sound like monsters or like undeads or anything. Just making muttering sounds. It's like there's like a conversation going on up ahead.
Alright, I'm going to find a sneaky position to hide nearby and eavesdrop on it.
Go ahead and roll for state.
29.
Not bad, alright? You go on ahead and you sneak by for a minute. Like you while you're ahead, you do end up being cautious. You crouch down and you're trying to look up ahead slowly. Try not to make any sudden movements to interrupt them. As you do find some crates and barrel on your left that you quickly duck and rolled to get behind and listen. And you see a few individuals, at least up to 4, talking as they're picking up crates. Luckily not where you are, but crates are just in front of you as they go I'm telling you, this is fucking dumb. Why do we have to be all the way down here? Can't we go somewhere else? No, this is the perfect spot. One, we have moss giants nearby, so if anything happens, we could easily just just escape and make those moss giants attack anybody that is coming after us. Two, Edgevale is on the other side of those walls. So while it'll take us a while to make it to Edgevale, we'll be getting scot-free and heading straight to Ascarnia. And three, at least this location is so much more open than the rest. Who's gonna come down here in an infested location with zombies, giant scorpions, and giant rats? Actually, I can see why the Rat King was down here in the first place. Huh. But you're crazy. But anyway, once we're done with this, I'm sure we'll be able to get the playground running. Just, the boss his plan is gonna work, right? According to the backup plan, if anything, he's right now negotiating with some giants to see if they can get paid. If they're willing to get paid to be better bodyguards down here. Huh. Well, I guess the giants would make it so much easier for us, right? They start walking away as they start talking about something else. Mind you, you're still ahead. Would you like to go back and tell the others, or wait for them?
It'd probably just save some time just to wait for them to approach here and then motion for them to come over.
Alright. So, as you wait for them to come over, you guys do see Thimble still hiding, I assume, behind the barrels and crates, as he's motioning you guys to get down and head over to him.
What you find?
Alright, so apparently the backup plan that these fuckers have for the playground is involving moss giant bodyguards. I think we found the place.
Like they're paying the boss giants?
I don't know what they're going to pay moss giants. I mean, I don't think moss giants use gold coins, but they're negotiating something with the moss giants. Apparently, this is where the new playground will be.
Well, we gotta make sure that doesn't happen then.
Yeah.
Let's go kill them.
Asumi
No,
goes.
we can't kill them, remember?
Let's go maim them.
Yeah, there you go.
Asumi goes. If it's moss giants and they're paying them, wait. So you, from what he's asking, he wants to know if he at least knows where the end of the sewer league. You can go on ahead and roll for history to see if you recall anything from stories or legend, to see if there's something that links to that. A 21, okay. I would say, with the history that you have heard about Varrock's and Varrock's Seward, you would know that there is a connection between Varrock's Seward and underground layer to the Edgevale underground dungeon. You do know that there is a connection, but you don't know where that connection is. All you know is some people, criminals at least, would use that passage of connection to basically do some supply run with other criminal organizations. And usually that is where bandits from the wilderness would also keep their supplies as well, using that specific area. Asumi wants to add what I mentioned with something else. Hold on. He goes, all right, so if I'm right, they could most likely be talking about the giants that are on the other side of the wall. There's also a enclave of giants. It's not just the moss giants. But we do need to be careful because there is a passage on the other side of the wall that would lead them to Edgeville, and there's a bandit camp supposedly on that passage.
Hmm.
Maybe we can cut them off, cut their escape route off. We can sneak past them. At least get Thimble over there.
Yeah, I can turn myself invisible and sneak over if need be.
Could be an idea, that way they don't escape or, tell anyone else.
Asumi goes, maybe we could use this opportunity to scout then. I usually wouldn't agree with this, but desperate times. Thimble, why don't you turn invisible and scout ahead? See what we're dealing with, how many we're dealing with, and where specifically is their leader.
Okay. So Thimble's gonna cast invisibility and start sneaking over there.
Alright. So with that, I'm gonna let you sneak over to the first part of it pretty easily. You start walking over, avoiding some giant scorpions, stepping on some liquids, and you see that at first there isn't much, but there's a lot of supply crates around. But ahead on the other side of what I assume, and if I recall, there's a bridge. I could be wrong. You do see there's a good numbers of guards over there, wearing some decent amount of armor and have a decent amount of weapons. Enough for you guys to be able to handle. But you do hear heavy footsteps coming from the directions ahead. Real quick, roll for stealth with advantage.
$34.
You easily avoid detection from the giants as they're walking, as you are able to move away. And these are indeed giants, not moss giants, hill giants. As you can see ahead, the moss giants are just sitting there, letting the hill giants pass. And you can see that they're not attacking the humans, something that they're known for, as the giants are there with them. And they just look at these humans with a bit more of a normal, casual expression. So, with that, you could tell that they do have a backup of giants. At least 3 giants are within the area. Counting in total from the 3 giants, there is at least about 10 of these people. 10 guards, so 3 giants and 7 humans. with at least 3 moss giants on the other side that are not moving away from the little enclave area. Like they have a small little enclave in the corner over there. You don't see the boss-looking figure yet. Do you wish to continue searching?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna need you to roll for stealth with advantage again. It's okay, folks. He's just trying to fix something. He's alive.
Yeah, sorry. So, okay, what was the question?
Roll for stealth with advantage.
32. And everything is fixed. Thank you, everyone.
Alright. With that, you managed to move away from them, avoiding any movement. You almost thought that a giant found you, but when he went to reach you, he just went to grab a giant rat and proceeds to bite his head off. You had like a small adrenaline rush there, but luckily it wasn't aimed towards you. As you're looking around once more, avoiding detection, you find them, the leader. A well-dressed individual who seems to be very nitpicky about the area he's in. As you can hear him go, "Oh, I can't believe we have this area to consider. I was hoping that the map led to somewhere cleaner, but I guess this'll have to do. Are you folks nearly done?" "Aye, boss. With the giants here, it'll definitely help us carry the few loots. And once that, we can finally start kidnapping again. We're doing kids again, are we?" "Obviously. Better than money. And probably some homeless elderlies, too. Although, that's gonna have to be reconsidered for later." And with that, he looks over around the area and goes, "We gotta make sure we block off some location. Once we kidnap those kids at the orphanage, perhaps we can put them up for some..." God, words slipping my head. Hold up. Hostage. Wow, my brain, I lost the word for it. I think it was...
Ransom.
Ransom, thank you. We could probably put them up for ransom. Pay off some loan shark we have. You think the city will have enough money? You think the city is gonna avoid publicity like this? Come on. He goes on ahead, he says that as he started walking over to like a small little location that he set up, and he goes, "Get the last of the supplies, and then I want 3 of you." He goes, "And I want 3 of you to go on ahead and look for some kids to kidnap. I want to get this fight club ready." "Alright, boss." And you hear all of that, Dimple. Anything else you would like to do before you report back to the others and inform them that these are the bad guys?
So quick question: is the boss all alone in like a secluded location?
Not secluded, but he is alone in an area. He's basically, it's not secluded, but it is made to have like a sort of roofing to avoid any drip from the ceiling, and there is at least one giant right there.
All right, so I want to sneak. So, Barra, quick question: how long does the paralyzing poison last?
Is that something I should have known?
Yes.
I mean, I think I asked for it to last like 8 hours.
Yeah, I guess so. That as long as you use the right dosage.
Okay, so I'm going to invisibly sneak under. So is he by like a table or anything? So something I can hide under?
Yeah, there is. I should have mentioned. Sorry. Yeah, he's basically behind the table, sitting down, doing some sort of paperwork at this moment.
All right, I'm gonna sneak underneath the table, and I'm gonna pull out the little poison vial. Get a little bit of the right dose ready for a nice little 7-hour paralysis, and I am going to stab him in the leg to paralyze him while we do some business
You're gonna stab him.
with the poison that'll paralyze him. The paralyzing poison. The paralyzing poison that was meant for
All right, Kronk, calm down.
that poison.
All right, go ahead. You know, I'll allow it since technically you're sneaking. I'll allow it to be an automatic hit. So as you do that, you stab him in the leg. Do you do like a quick stab, or you try to do like a needle stab, like a bee stab?
B stab because I plan to recast invisibility and sneak away.
Okay, so I'm not gonna count that as an attack then. But you try to act like a bug, like a little insect, and you just right there where the guy goes, son of a, and he starts rubbing where it is, and he sort of scratches it as he looks over. He doesn't notice anything yet, so he just rubs it off and goes, damn bugs. Ugh, I need to hurry up. I hate this location. And you go and you sneak off, still invisible, thankfully. As you look back for a moment, you see that he's sitting there, not moving at all, but his eyes is darting around as he's trying to move. Like you could tell, like he's panicking, but through his eyes.
This Dimple is going to just have the biggest smile as he tries to get back to the others.
All right. You go on ahead and you get back to the others, still invisible, and they do not see you.
I'm gonna just I'm just gonna sneak up next to Luke and just go whisper in his ear saying, "Smoke."
How do you whisper in my ear, bro? I'm like 6'7".
I climb up the nearby wall.
Okay.
Smoke.
Smoke. Don't mind if I do. And he would pull out another cigar, even though there's one that's already like in the corner of his mouth. And he would light it up and he'd smoke it.
Valora, say what you say on chat. I need the people to hear this. I need to clip this.
Smoker from One Piece looking ass with the 2 cigars in his fucking mouth.
No, he has to go up the full Mentalgen spy with a ton of cigars in his mouth.
Assuming turns around and goes, what the? Temple, are you here?
Yeah.
So, ...
Yeah, so, oh, I think we lost Holga.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, I was waiting for you to answer him. But just quick mention: Holga had to go early. They had to leave to do something.
Gotcha.
We're about to end soon anyway, but obviously they're still here, just out of character, gone for the moment.
Anyway, yeah. So, good. So bad news. We have to like cut our way through like a ton of freaking giants and not like heavily armored guards, but like decently armored guards. But the good news is I injected paralyzing poison into the boss, so he is currently stuck at his stupid desk, ready for Rudy to beat the shit out of him. So yeah, we just gotta cut our way through, I guess. Unless you want to like exit the sewers and go all the way to Edgeville or something. But we probably should act soon because I gotta start kidnapping people, specifically children and homeless.
Assuming.
Thimble.
Go ahead. You first, Ludovic.
Thimble, I have one favor to ask you.
Yeah.
So, you know my weird magic short sword?
Yeah.
So it can cast spells, but only in combat.
Right.
One of those spells being haste, I believe.
Yeah, I think I've seen you use that several times.
Yeah, so I can only do it in combat. And I want to use haste to be fast.
All right.
So I'm gonna punch you now.
I'm sorry, you're gonna what?
I'm gonna punch you now to basically enter combat, use the haste, and run past everything, and then beat out the shit out of the bossman.
You don't want to beat the shit out of everyone else on the way there too? Because they're all in favor of kidnapping children. I mean, I feel like we're morally justified to just beat the crap out of everyone.
Ooh.
I feel like the giants are probably there just because they were told, oh, you're gonna get, I don't know, food. I don't know what pure giants do. Like, why would they work for these people? But mostly because I want to beat the shit out of the boss.
Okay, but do you actually have to punch me? Couldn't you like punch the wall and start combat with the wall or something? Wait, hold on. I'm a little confused now. Well, how does the
While
sword know
they're-
when you're in combat?
While they're yapping, I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna unarmed strike like a full fist right into Rudovic's crotch to start combat. I'm just gonna a nut punch.
So when he...
Combat started.
Thank you.
So Asumi is just trying not to laugh out loud before he goes, well, now you can punch Barra instead if it still needs to be activated.
I think this constitutes a fight, so I can use it now. Anyways, I would like to use the Heroism 8 and Haste on myself, Valora, Luke, and Asumi. And then, unless you want to end the session before I run to the boss and beat the shit out of him.
Alright, well, it is going to be pretty far from where you guys are, but we'll get the battle map and we'll get to that next week, because obviously I'm ending the session soon, so like that you guys can have time to leave and everything. But yeah, Luke, Valora, just in case you guys missed it, you see Barra crotch punch Rudovic. And he activates haste to speed you, Valora, Luke, and Asumi. And others that I have forgotten right now because I'm getting a phone call, I'm so sorry. This fucking number keeps calling me at this fucking time. Anyway, so we're gonna pause the session here. and come back next week with Combat. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, especially on the last minute funny moment that I am definitely gonna clip when we finish the stream. And we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye bye.